Hello, hello, good people. Hello. Welcome back to another episode of Make America Think Again with Shaunavonn. I hope everyone is doing well. We are on, it's the 31st. So we are on the cusp of Black History Month. And what happened this past week? Four Black individuals were arrested by the DOJ on behalf of I don't know, white supremacy, the felon, white Christian nationalists, take your pick. They were targeted and they were arrested on some bullshit, basically. But before I get started, I want to say this. My name is here, correct spelling of my name. You have my IG information. And then this week, I have put down there defiance.org/reporters. If you want to support the two supporters and then other journalists, other independent journalists who are, quite frankly, I believe going to be targeted here moving forward. I believe that Don Lemon and Georgia Fort were just the beginning, and we need to step up and support them with their legal fees. Now, we all know Don Lemon probably doesn't need the money, but maybe Georgia Fort does. And maybe any other independent journalist that comes after them does. So instead of having my cash up there, if you want to donate anything, donate to defiance.org, please. Okay, so back to the story. This one's going to be brief because you can put this in a nutshell what happened here. If you've already watched the video, hopefully you have, because I told you to do it last week. Don Lemon live streamed this whole event. You can watch it before they even landed at the church. You can watch it when they were standing in a snowy parking lot, shopping strip parking lot. And you can clearly tell and know that Don Lemon didn't know where the fuck they were going. He was following these community activists and the protesters. And he was like, I want to capture this. I want to report on this. They were calling it Operation Pull Up. That's what the organizers were calling it. He had no idea of the location. Please watch the live stream video. Now, here's what I have to say about this whole fiasco that happened on late Thursday night or into the early morning, Friday early morning, of them being arrested. Number one, it's red meat for the base. It's red meat for the felons' base to see Black individuals, just period, Black bodies, period, be arrested and accosted and quite frankly, just instilled with fear. Okay, that's number one. And also, this administration used it as an opportunity to get us to focus on what was happening in the left hand while they do something with the right. So at the same time that Don Lemon, Georgia Fort, Jamel Lydell Lundy, who is a political candidate running for office in Minnesota, and then Terheen Jean Cruz, who is in leadership with Black Lives Matter chapter there in Minnesota. While those four individuals were being arrested, over here, what was happening on the right, which the DOJ was dropping more Epstein files. So they wanted us to focus over here. They wanted their people, they wanted MAGA to focus on the red meat, or should I say black meat? Because that's what they were trying to give. They were trying to give them some black meat to focus on because they know how racist y'all are. They know how y'all eat that shit up. So they all had to be Black. And I don't think it mattered, or Black or brown. And it didn't matter, what they did. Because like I said, it's all on video. Anybody in the DOJ, Pamela Joe, could have watched the video and said, there's nothing here. There's nothing here. But instead they said, you know what? We need something to distract from these Epstein files that we've got to drop. We got to drop another tranche of them. So let's do something to distract. So it's getting you to look at the left hand while they do something with the right. It was giving their base, white Christian nationalists, the racists, get rid of the blacks, get rid of the blacks. Oh, the brown people, the caravans, the caravan, giving them something to appease them because they eat that shit up. And then also to switch the narrative, because it was not only the Black bodies that they put out there, they put out there a Black narrative that these Black people are doing something wrong versus look at how we have fucked up and we have murdered 2 white people over here in Minneapolis. They didn't want y'all talking about Renee Good anymore. They didn't want you talking about Alex Preddy anymore. They wanted to switch the narrative to Don Lemon, the Black gay journalist. That's what they wanted to do. And apparently with you MAGA folks, because you're simple, they easily did it. Because you're simple and racist and bigoted and your levels of hate are ridiculous, they easily did it. But for the rest of us, that's what went down. They didn't want us talking about Alex Preddy anymore. They didn't want us talking about Renee Good. They didn't want the spicy white people that I love that were taken to the streets and they were frustrated. They wanted to give them the Black distraction. Ooh, look at what the Black people are doing again. The Black people are trying to speak up. The Black people have infiltrated a church. Ooh, that's what they did. So trying to control the narrative, trying to change the narrative, trying to stifle the truth, because what does independent media bring you? The truth. And that's what Don Lemon does, and that's what Georgia Fort does for Minneapolis. Also, this administration and their wealthy buddies, they're trying to buy up all of the mainstream media, okay? In the process of trying to buy up all the mainstream media so they can control the narrative and replace people at the top, what they're noticing is people don't give a fuck about mainstream media anymore. They cannot control the narrative. So now they have to go after the independent journalists. But good luck with that, because everybody on social media now is an independent journalist pretty much. We're all reporting on something. Shit. So good luck with that. But that is, in a nutshell, what they're trying to do. Also, lastly, I would say, again, trying to instill fear in all of us, because it's showing, or they're trying to provide this this show or this reality TV where if you speak out against them, if you do anything against them, they're going to come and snatch you up. They're going to arrest you. They're going to do something to you. And so they want you to stay in your home. They want you to stop protesting. They don't want anybody reporting the truth. They don't want, they're confiscating phones from people, and they're taking pictures of people on the street and saying that, we're putting you in some domestic terrorist log or on a list. They're trying to instill fear. Again, in all of us, not just in Don Lemon, not just in Georgia Fort or Jamal Lundy, who's running for office, or not, but definitely people who are thinking about running for office. They're trying to do that to you too. Trahan, Cruz, all the Black Lives Matter people, they're trying to instill fear in all of us. The spicy whites trying to instill fear in all of us. And we cannot allow them to do it. You should just get louder. That's what we all have to do. They can't shut us all up. They can't lock us all up. They can't stop us all from, like I said before in a previous video, I don't care if you have 15 people that follow you. I don't care if you just talk to your family members. I don't care if you have 15,000 or 15 million people. You have a voice. We all have a platform, whether it's the moms that you talk to at the soccer game or when you get together with your family on the weekends, on Sundays for Sunday dinner. You all have people who you can communicate with in regards to the truth and continue to tell and spread the truth, because that's what they want to stifle. And we cannot allow them to take something away from us that you can't even touch. You can't even, they cannot take our knowledge. They cannot take the truth. We cannot allow them to do that. So those are the key things that you need to know about everything you saw with Don Lemon, happened at Georgia Fort, the gentleman who was running for office, and then also the leader, the guy who's in leadership with Black Lives Matter out of Minnesota. That's what was happening. It was red meat, or you can call it black meat, because their base just feeds off of racism. That small 30% that's not going anywhere, that's stuck to him like glue, is based in racism, is based in hate, is based in jealousy, is based in insecurities. That's what those folks are all about. So it was tossing them some black meat. Ooh, look, we're arresting the black people. Look at what we're doing over here, while they're killing you, white people, over here. Do y'all hear me? Are y'all seeing this yet? Look at what the black people are doing over here. They're speaking up, they're talking, they're telling the truth, they're going into churches, they're giving interviews. Look at what they're doing over here. That's so bad. While we kill you, while we shoot you in the face, while we pistol whip you while you're on the ground, while we break your ribs and shoot you 9 to 10 times and in the back of the head. Ignore all of that and look over here. That's what they're trying to do to you, MAGA. That's what they're trying to do to you. Control the narrative, stifle the truth, stifle independent media, and instill fear in all of us. And here's the last thing I want to say to you on this note. Look no further than Gaza and what Israel did in the early days with Gaza and their own people. They were going door to door and confiscating phones of their own citizens who were speaking out against their government. Look no further than the technology, that facial recognition thing that I just talked to you about, them putting you in some domestic terrorist database. Israel is the playbook, is what I'm trying to say to you. Look no further to what they have already done overseas. They're doing the same shit over here. Same shit over here. The thing is, we're pushing back. We're pushing back, I believe, more than they ever expected. And we can't stop now. Get louder.